Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for checking us out. This is our Savannah trip, part 1. So we left pretty late Thursday night and we drove from our house in North Carolina to Buc-ee's. We love us some Buc-ee's. We didn't need fuel or nothing, so we were just going to park for the night. We went in, got some snacks, and then the manager woke us up at 4:30 in the morning and kicked us off the property. Apparently, there's a 4-hour limit, but he just didn't kick us out. He kicked everybody out. So we got an early start. We got to Savannah just a little bit early. So right now we're coming over the bridge and descending into Savannah. And it was great. It was Friday morning, like zero traffic, as you can see. And that enabled us to get down to the Savannah Visitor Center in record time. So we were planning on trying to be there at 9 o'clock. We got there at like 7. And it's fine. They have pay stations where you can pay and you can park there for the whole day. Now, what I want to let everybody know is you can park a Class C motorhome that's 27 foot. It's actually like 32 foot bumper to bumper. In one of these spots, no problem. There were travel trailers parked there. They say that you can park 40-foot RVs. I don't know about that, but I know that our Class C fit in that spot perfect, and we could even put the slide out. So never being here before, we weren't exactly sure what the parking lot was going to look like, but I wanted to make sure I showed everybody the pay station, the rules that they got up there. Clearly no overnight parking anymore. Now you used to, but you can't anymore. And just the size of the parking lot. So you could probably get there early in the morning like we did, maybe all the way up until about 10 o'clock and be able to maneuver in here and do what you got to do. But now if you're coming in with a travel trailer, you're going to have to unhook. And it's a lot easier if you get there early. So we had plans on using the Old Town Trolley Tours service, but they didn't open until about 8 o'clock. They started setting up tents, but it was fine. We could have our slide out and we just chilled in the parking lot for a while. And once they opened up, it didn't take but 10 minutes to get all paid, and it was a little expensive. It was $97 for 2 people, but that it gave you the whole day of their hop on, hop off service. And they give you a little guided tour around town.
And this is stop 1. If you go from this stop back to this stop without getting on an office, an hour and a half. Now, and from here to the river is 1 hour. Now, over here on the left, in the 1800s, this was the old Central Georgia Railway.
So the hop on, hop off trolley was great. It had about 15 stops, and each of the drivers that we were with that day, they told stories and gave you some history, and you could ask questions, and they were very knowledgeable. There's also a free transit service that you can use, but they don't give you tour information or they don't give you any kind of history. It's basically just a bus that drives you from stop to stop. Now, all of the stops are labeled with street signs, and they're different colors for the different services. The thing that helped out a bunch was the tour service gave us a map with all the stops on it, and it was basically just find the street corner and wait for the next trolley to show up. And they ran about every 15 minutes all day long. It's about an hour and a half to ride the trolley all the way around once without getting off. So that's what we did. And then we decided to just hit the city market because we had an appointment to take our camper to the campground. So we checked in just as soon as we could. It was about 10 minutes away. Red Gate Farms Campground. They have about 40 spots. Super convenient. It's between $16 and $20 to Uber from the campground to Savannah. So that's what we did. And even better, if you can get your butt out of bed in the morning at 9 a.m., they run a trolley to the campground and they'll pick you up, and they'll also at about 4:30 run you back to the campground. So you don't even need to Uber, but we missed the trolley both days. So we Ubered, no big deal. And just like that, we found ourselves back in town on River Street. We had scheduled a riverboat cruise that night, and we wanted to get there a little early. So we did, and we found the first bar we could after we got dropped off, and we got ourselves a little libation, and then we kind of hiked around a little bit. So on River Street, there are a bunch of shops you can check out. There's a bunch of tour companies that have offices down there too you can check out. And there is the JW Marriott. Their lobby is something that you must go see. Now, I put a little bit in the video just so you could get a taste of it, but it definitely warrants your attention. I would definitely plan on spending about 20 to 40 minutes in here, and if it's summertime and it's hot, they have seating and it's air conditioned. So please go check out the JW Marriott. It is a bucket list item in Savannah. So another pro tip, buy your tickets in advance. I mean, that should go without saying. But when you get there, if you decide that you're going to do the river cruise, you're going to need to stop in the office of the river cruise company and pick up paper tickets. They won't let you on the boat without your paper tickets. It's kind of a pain. They should do this with the app. It should be so much easier. They make it so hard. Nevertheless, that's what we did. Now it's time to get on the boat. Georgia Queen. This may have been the most expensive river cruise ever. Now, the food was good, dance floor, live music, a DJ afterwards that played. It was about 2.5 hours long. It was just a pleasant cruise up the river. Now, $250? Oof. I'm torn because I want to say that it was worth it, but that's a lot of money to spend. Would I do it again? Probably not. Am I glad I did it once? Yeah, we had a good time. That brings us to the end of day one. We Ubered back to the campground and we'll hit it hard again tomorrow. Check out our next video to see day 2. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go anywhere, do anything.